What's up, everybody? This is Jimmy with Trading Decoded, and it's 3:31 on September 16th. Market is still open for a couple more minutes, 30 minutes, or 29 minutes, 28 minutes, whatever the case is. And today I'm not going to waste a whole lot of your time. So do all the things, buy my book, blah. Join my Discord community, and I'm going to go over some trade setups that we found before we got off the mic at 12 o'clock. I'm in YouTube jail right now, I think, because no new people are watching it and viewership is way down. So I don't know if you guys are just tired of watching these things, which I'm okay with that as well, or I did something wrong. But either way, I'm not going to waste your time. Let's go ahead and get into what we were looking at, what we were looking for, the whys, and all of that fun stuff. And we're going to start with the call put scenario. Leading into the open, we got better than expected reports this morning at 8:30. So we got a little bit of a boost there, and then we got into a sideways chopping situation. Opening basically above all-time highs, which is never my favorite thing to do. And because we were trying to be a little bit less aggressive, we had our call line just above what was the most recent resistance at this point, which was 593.06 on the Qs. We were looking for 593.19, hoping to make a move up to 593.43 if we were going to take calls. If we were going to take puts, well, we wanted to be below 592.53, hoping to get down to the pink line, which is the next known support from here. And we just needed to wait for the right reasons to justify the trade. Now, if we were to take the call scenario, a close back below this resistance here, if you got in at this line, that would have been your stop point. On this particular trade to the downside, a close back above the pre-market midline was our stopping point, both for SPY and Qs, by the way. So we just needed to wait for the right reasons. Now, leading into the open, we put in a lower high. That made me wanting to be ready for puts. This candle here, we opened basically on our put line, pushed through it, pulled back, held resistance here, but ADD was green. Once this candle pulled back and ADD was showing some weakness and printing red, that's when I went ahead and jumped into these puts. After just getting into these puts, somebody had asked me, Jimmy, where's the stopping point on this trade? And just like I told you guys just a couple minutes ago, a close back above the pre-market mid on either chart is where you would want to no longer be into this. And then we put in a lower high here and basically pushed down. So we made it to the next orange line, which we had our first alert set there. SPY wasn't moving nearly as aggressively at this point as Qs was. And that's because at this time, ADD hadn't started printing red yet. Well, shortly after the Qs broke down and got to their pink line, SPY started to move more aggressively down to the downside because ADD started to give us some help. And I had told everybody in this trade, I said, it looks like both these charts are going to be at or near the pink line at the same time. I will not hold through that. You guys do you. If you're going to hold on to it, like I always say, just tighten up your stop losses. Hope that we continue down, which we did. And I did leave a buttload of extra money on the table, but hey, it is what it is. I'm pretty happy with what I have achieved. I think this was a 34.7% win here. That was the only trade I took. The extra circles that are down here are where we were hoping to get if you stayed in the trade. Then we put in a lower high, both on SPYs and on Qs. We pulled back, and this is an A+ setup. And it's funny because as we neared this line, I was recommending that we take our profits or tighten up our stops. So you should have been out of this trade. Somebody's asking, well, Jimmy, what if this turns into a lower high? Would you buy it? I said, I would wait for the Qs to get back up to resistance so that our stop losses could be tighter. We talked about this literally 2.5 to 3 minutes before this trade right here. And I know that because, well, there was a whole bunch of people who took this trade. I did not, because I was done for the day. I was happy with what I have accomplished. I was happy with the money I made, and I don't want to risk my wins. That's not what I like to do, and you shouldn't either. But I said, buy the pullback, and as long as ADD is red, you have this as your stop loss, this lower high, and that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping because we put in a lower high that we're going to get through this support, head down to the next line, all of which happened. And it was literally a 2-minute trade, if that, not even 1.5-minute trade. And I think we got a 40 or 50 cent move down at this point. So 592.20, we'll call it, down to, some people waited to the orange line, 591.53. So that's a 70 cent move. That's a beautiful trade right there. Then we pulled back. Jimmy, should we wait for I said, well, even if you guys don't wait for a pullback to the known resistance, the resistance most near your entry point, in this case for puts, needs to be a spot on the chart. Okay, so if you're going to take this pullback, which we talked about, I said, guys, again, this might become a lower high, but until ADD starts to print red, I'm not going to assume that it's going to be a lower high. If it turns into a lower high, we're expecting to break this support and head down to the next support. This was another 2-minute trade that ended up paying very, very nicely. The setups are there, and if you can just wait for the right chance, and the right chance being when all things are confluent, your probabilities of winning exponentially increase. If you choose to take trades that don't have all of the things that we look for, this is for the people in my community, in your favor, then you're telling yourself, I'm choosing to take this trade regardless of it not being an A+ setup. And with that comes the responsibility and understanding that I am giving up some of the odds of the probability of this trade working in my favor. That's what you've got to determine on your own. That's not my job to tell you. I'll tell you till I'm blue in the face. Wait till everything is saying go, then take the leap. Because I know when those things are all true at the same time, the chances of winning is extremely high. Extremely high. I can't tell you to take more of a risk and just say, nah, some of it's true. Maybe it'll work. Because that's the answer. If some of it's true, maybe it'll work. And now, to be honest, even if it is an A+ setup, it doesn't mean it's guaranteed to work. But the odds are way higher at that point. So if we could all just get comfortable waiting for the setups, and there's multiple per day. It's not like it doesn't happen very often. It's not like it doesn't happen very often. It's just price action. And then we wait for as much action to be in our direction, then we take the leap of faith. That was the third trade of the day that we called out. Then it got a little bit choppy here. As we moved down, we broke the upward trend. And at this point right here, once again, I had said to everybody, I said, this looks like it's a Jimmy trade setup in the making. If we break the downtrend and take out this support, we're looking for a move to the next line down. Now, I had some new people in my community today that they watched this whole thing happen. We talked about it before it was a thing. The only difference between wanting to hold on to this trade here versus just playing a break of support was that this was also a lower high. And we know, especially with ADD moving in our favor, lower highs are bad for calls. So we're not looking for calls. If we break this support and we're coming off of a lower high, our target starts with here, because that line of support has been holding for quite some time today. But because of the lower high, that makes this move a little bit heavier for those buyers. And now we're looking for that support to fail and head down to the next support. This was the last trade, I believe, that we called out today. It was a beautiful trade. It was nice. It was quick. It lasted 4 minutes. And everything was in our favor. We were pulled back to resistance on SPY. We were pulled back to a resistance on Qs. And you had a tight stop loss, and ADD was printing red, and it's a lower high. So we're expecting this to be the result. And that's exactly what happened. As we got down there, told everybody, hey, it worked out. Beautiful trade. We're really close to the pink line, which is what we were hoping to get to at some point today. Beautiful trade. And that was all I had. After that, we kind of did a lot more sideways moving than anything else. And I don't stick around to watch the charts after that. So whatever happens after 12 o'clock is, well, it's up to you to trade if you're going to trade it. Just know that theta gets really, really bad. A lot of times volume starts to drop, and a lot of times volatility, slows down. So I don't like to trade late in the day. Plus, well, I don't want to work all day, and neither should you. But that's a story for another video. But that's pretty much it. So if you got any useful information out of this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to join my Discord community, well, I'd love to have you. There are links down below. And if you're interested in learning how to do this on your own time via reading, well, here's a book right here. It's a good one. All the stuff you want to learn to fill in the spaces, the gaps that don't get covered in super detail in these videos. It's in that book. The only reason I don't cover all the details in these videos is because the attention span of the YouTube community is that of a goldfish. And if I start explaining all the whys and hows and all that stuff, which is really where the information is useful to you, well, you won't stay to watch the video. So, caught between a rock and a hard place. With that said, I hope you all had a fantastic day. Tomorrow's going to be expensive. Lots of things going on tomorrow as far as the Fed goes. So just be prepared for some expensive contracts. And with that said, enjoy the rest of your day. Love you guys. See ya.